Hey everyone, this is Hobo from Samurai's Development, back with another script release for you guys. This is going to be my tugboat job. I really do hope you guys enjoy this one. Took me a bit of time to get this one working correctly, like usual for all my other scripts. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick overview for this script real quick, as there's some additional features that aren't shown in here due to them not really facilitating my demo server here, but they do work in the server. So, first off with this job, the premises of it is basically people are going to take a tugboat and they're going to go around to different barges and they're going to move them around the map. And that's basically what the job is, in a nutshell. There's a lot more to it, right? So there's going to be a lot of different aspects where they connect at different points for different barges. Barges have different setups, so that means that it always is going to look different. The bridges that are in the way do lift up in the air like they're supposed to. So there's a lot of different hidden features in this. Some of those hidden features would be requiring a boat license that is configurable. It also is configurable to show all these barges for every person in the server, even if they don't have the job. I currently have it disabled for now. Another thing that can be enabled in the script, like I said, is the bridges. And these bridges you're really going to want enabled, or it's going to be very hard for your civilians to be able to drive around and move these barges. This script does come with a modified version of the base game Tug. It's going to have a reskin delivery, and it is also going to have speed modifications done to it for whenever it's pushing the tug or whenever it's pushing a barge and whenever it's by itself. But without a further ado, that is going to be the small overbrief of the script. Now I'm going to get into the portion of the meats and potatoes of the script, which is going to be obviously showing you guys what we're doing here. So let's go ahead and start over here. As you can see here, we're going to be at the tugboat manager. So with that, we just come over here, we third eye just as usual. We're going to clock onto the job, and then we're going to go ahead and spawn our tugboat. As you can see here, we got our tugboat spawned now, and you can see now on the map that there are all of these available barges here. So all of these barges are barges that we can push around. There is about, I believe, around 37 to 38 to 39 different barge locations preset in this script. So there's a lot of them, so you shouldn't have to add any more, as there's a lot of them set. We're going to go ahead and use one of these as an example at first. So as you can see here, like I said, the speed is modified on this, so it's going to be a lot quicker. With this, you're able to do 0-point churns, and I'm going to show you that here right now. So all you have to do is hold spacebar, and then your churn key and your forward key, and you could do 0-point churns, which means you're not required to move your boat that much to be able to turn all the way around. This is very useful for doing this script. As you can see, as we get close here, there's going to be these 3 different icons. These 3 different icons show the different ways we can connect to these barges. So this way, I'm going to connect the more convenient way, which is going to be the frontal side. Once you go ahead and connect that, you're going to go ahead and see that we are able to do our 0-point churn here, and the barge stays floating straight up like it should, so it doesn't tilt with the boat. This is, of course, configurable, as it increases the MS on the client for whenever you're doing this, because it's going to be modifying the actual rotation of the barge at a given time. As you can see here, we are just now given a random location to drop this off at a place where a barge is not located. So, for example, ours is going to be over here, so we're going to go ahead and head over here to go ahead and drop this off. Like stated before, we have specific speed set up for whenever you're pushing a barge and whenever you're not. So as you can see here, we're going 16 miles an hour max, while when before we were able to go up to 30 miles per hour max, or 30 knots if you will. As you can see here, as we're pushing it over here, I'm going to go ahead and cut forward when we do get over there. Alrighty guys, welcome back. As you can see here, we got over here and we are now facing the right way. It is required in the script that the barge is facing the direction that it's supposed to be dropped off in. So as you can see here, now that we're going around 2 miles per hour or slower, we are able to drop off this barge. As you can see, we have another barge in our way, so it's going to be pretty hard for us to push it in this way, so we're going to have to rotate around. So as you can see here, like I said, I can disconnect the barge because I'm not going at really any speed at all. And once you disconnect it here, it go ahead and it lets off of it, so you can go ahead and rotate around to go ahead and get to the other side of this. So once we do get over to this side here, we're going to go ahead and rotate around here. Like I said, with our 0-point churn, we can rotate around very easily. Once we do go ahead and connect that, now we can go ahead and push this in to its actual spot and get it close enough to the right direction it's supposed to be facing here. We may need to back up a little bit. Oh, there we go. As you can see, now we're able to drop it off. Once we do drop that off, it now places it. So now everyone can actually use this barge instead, and they can push around this barge as it'll synchronize and save between all your other players. This is fully synchronized between all players, so that means you can have 6 to 20 people doing a tugboat job at a time, and it'll all be synchronized in between all the players, making sure that players can interact with each other on their tugboats and be able to do the tugboat job together. We're now going to be moving on to the next segment, which is going to be the bridges. I'm going to go ahead and move over there to show you guys that. Alrighty guys, now that we are over here, I'm going to go ahead and show you the bridge portion of the section. As you can see when we get closer, it is going to be just like the sign says, so I don't know if you can read the sign right there, but it does say to do 3 long horn blasts. So just like it says on the sign, native GTA, you're going to do 3 horn blasts. As you can see, the icon goes away, which means that it's starting to load, and then it'll change to the up position and it'll start going up. This is fully synchronized with all your other players, so like I said, whenever there's multiple people on the tug job, they can do this. This works for all boats, so if you do not have any tugboats or you have some sort of other vehicle, this automatically works for all other boats. So say you have civilians that want to use these bridges as well, it works just for them as well. And then once we get closer to this one, we can go ahead and lift this boat as well. So we just go ahead and honk 3 times. And as you can see with this one, because there's vehicles that are on it, if it is a NPC vehicle, so that means it's not drive by a player, it will automatically just remove those PEDs, as they will try and just drive off the side of this whenever the bridge is going up. As you can see, it does place down barrier blockers, so in case there is real players that are driving through here, they can go ahead and they can stop at those barriers, and then they will get removed whenever it's coming down. As you can see, it's coming back down. Say I need to pass through again. I can do 3 quick horn blasts, and it will go right back up and then go to the max again. Just in case there's more than one person going through these bridges, it'll stay up for those that are continuing to go through here. Alright guys, now we're going to go ahead and move on to our next segment, which is going to be the closing part of the segment. Alrighty guys, I do want to thank you guys so much for checking out this script, and I hope you guys do really enjoy it. It took me some time to get this one to work right with these bridges and making sure that the tugboats are all synchronized with everyone else. Like I said again, I will emphasize this again. This script has a lot of additional features that are not actually shown in this resource demo, as they just aren't enabled currently. But there are many additions you can add to your server to make it fully your script. This script, like I said again, is fully synchronized between your players, so you can have multiple players doing this job at once, as well as this job can be turned off so that it can be any player in your server can go up and use this without actually needing a specific job role. Without further ado, I do hope you guys did enjoy this script, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a good one.